You're like Sarah Palin, and I'm like Barack Obama. And your daughter, she's George Bush. Everything's her fault. Then who they blame? Me,
Yo,
the black man.
What's up, folks? Man, alright, so I dozed off, right? And had this dream that me and this little young female was kicking it. You know what I'm saying? She's just as cute as she could be. And we smiling and we joking and we playful. You know what I mean? We hugging and then we punching each other on the shoulder. You know what I'm saying? We doing all that stuff there, you know what I mean? And so cut to a scene where we're at my crib and we're walking in and, you know, I'm saying hi to folks, and, you know, there's like about 4 females, you know, sitting, you know, like 2 females on the love seat, 1 female on the chair that's adjacent to it. The chair that's, you know what I'm saying, the living room sets, and then there's one, you know, sitting at the end of the coffee table, and all of them are looking at these little magazines, and, you know, they coo-coo-cooing and clacking, cackalaking, and whatever the hell, cackling, that's the sound, that's the word that I'm trying to say. And, you know, so my girl comes in, and it gets quiet, and they look up, you know what I'm saying, it's one of those scenes from a TV show, from something you see on TV, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden they're like, girl, you know, underneath their breath, but they know they could be heard. You know what I mean? So I got my girl, and I got her all up in my armpit. You know what I mean? Shoulder and head is all in my armpit. I'm cheesing like, you know, this is my trophy, you know what I mean? This my boo right here. You know what I mean? I'm all into her, she all into me. I'm like introducing her, I'm like, hey girls, this my boo. You know what I'm saying? And so I leave the room, and when I come back, all 5 of them gone. And so my smile just immediately turns upside down, and I'm like, God damn it, they got her. So I'm sitting there, you know, I go to where the bedroom is, and across from the bedroom is like a little area that has a desk. It's not an office, but there's a little desk where the kids can do their schoolwork or whatever. And the door is closed, and I hear them in there cackling and keying. And so I'm tripping, I'm bugging, I'm on one. I'm looking through a magazine, and instead of just turning the page, I gotta yank the page. And then instead of just turning the page over, I'm slapping at it, you know what I mean? And I'm in this jealousy type tone, like, what did I say? I said, I wonder what happens when the sheets get all wrinkled. Who's going to be the one to straighten out the wrinkles in the sheets? And then I turn the page, flap. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm reading and I'm mumbling to myself. You know what I mean? Just jealous, like, why are you spending more time with my girl than what I am? You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be chilling. You know what I mean? We supposed to be chilling. I went and I picked her up to bring her here so we could chill. You know what I mean? And I'm just sitting there mumbling and shit. And then right in the middle of me mumbling, my little girl, she comes out the room. I'm sitting there like, I wonder what happens when... She said, wonders what happened what? I was like, nothing, babe. How you doing? Ooh, you look nice. Where you going? And she, you know, just looks at me, turns her head, and she's opening up the door to go outside. And I'm like, that was quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, she really didn't know what I was trying to say, even though I wasn't trying to say shit. And I'm thinking to myself, they didn't got to her. I wonder what them heifers set up and said to my girl. Cause now she got on some makeup and she done changed her outfit. And now her hair is pulled back. She all different now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, god damn it, I'ma kill him. I'ma kill him. I'ma kill them heifers. You know what I'm saying? I'm just tripping. And then the scene cuts into I walk into the living room and she's, you know, sitting on the coffee table, and there's a couple of folks in the living room and they all talking and chilling and shit. And so I walk over, I'm like, there's my baby. Teet, 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 teet. And she, you know, all bashful. Stop it. Stop it. You gonna make me blush. That type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And we back to our little, you know, kiki and playful selves and shit like that. You know, I tap her on the shoulder. She's like, stop. You gonna hurt me. I'm little petite. You know what I'm saying? She's doing her shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, that's my baby. And you know what I'm saying? You know how you make your nose squinch up, and you got your little, hey my baby, kiki. I wish you could see my face. It's so ugly. And she's just sitting there, you know, she's playing back and shit. And so it's like, yo, I forget the whole thing about her going into the bedroom, coming back out looking different and shit. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm gonna get fucked up. This chick is bipolar. I'm like, she bipolar in the motherfucker, man, cause just a minute ago, you know what I'm saying, we done went through like 4 different damn personalities. You know, first the personality when we was by ourselves, you know what I'm saying? And then another personality is when, you know, she was all up underneath my arm, you know what I mean? And we introduced her and shit. And then boom, the third personality is when she's in the bedroom with them and she come out all different and changed and shit. And now she's sitting up here on the damn table, you know, all petite and cute and quiet and shit. I'm like, boy, I'm about to get fucked up. Next time we're alone, I don't know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, boy. So it's like, man, if this was real, and I'm pretty sure some people been through something like this, whether, you know, it's opposite roles, what do you do? What do you do? Do you sit back and be like, hey, baby, you remember that purple blanket that you felt comfortable in? I didn't even pack it. Let's go back to your crib so we can go get it. And as soon as she say yeah, then you sit back and load her up in the car, take it to the house, and as soon as she hop out the car to head to the house, she's like, come on. I'm like, I'm coming. I just gotta turn the car off. And then she gets halfway to the house, you close that damn door, and you skip the fuck off and go back home. You know what I'm saying? And then she's blowing up your phone. You don't answer it until you about like 2 miles away. And you're like, what's up, baby? And she's like, what the fuck you do? Where you going? You be like, what? Who are you talking about? What? I thought you was coming back home to get your blanket. She was like, we was. I was like, we? Oh, what you mean? You know what I'm saying? How do you get yourself out of a situation without causing a problem? You know what I mean? And what I mean is like, now, if you're still at your crib and you be like, man, I'm about to take you home, then you know there's a problem. There's gonna be a problem. Especially with 4 other females in the house and they like her now. You ain't never gonna get her back to our house. You ain't never. Cause see, the other 4 females, they're not gonna know the shit that you know. But then you're not gonna know the fuck they know now. You know what I'm saying? Man, how do you get yourself out of that situation? Or do you stick in a situation and be like, I bet the sex gonna be cray cray. Hey, some people say that them weird crazy females got some bomb. And some females sit back and they go for crazy ass dudes. You know what I'm saying? They be like, yeah, he didn't. Never mind. I don't know. I don't even want to think about whatever the fuck that was gonna go to. So it's like, yo, what? This is just, I don't know, man. This is just a situation where, like I said, it was a dream, and I'm awake now. You know what I mean? But I remembered it. It was cool and shit. And I woke up and I was like, wow. Yeah, wow. So anyway, I'm gonna get off here. And yeah, tell me, what would you do if you was in this situation? Would you stick around? You know, let her stick around, or if it was a guy, would you let him stick around, or would you get their asses back home? You know what I'm saying? And then how would you do it to where there wasn't no problem? You know what I mean? No problems at all. Like I'm talking about no argument on the way back to her place, no argument before you leave the house. You know what I mean? Afterwards, after they get out your car and they back home, yo, it's like they on their own. You know what I mean? They home. You know what I'm saying? You got them home safely. So, you know, your conscience is clear. You're cool. Now, the rest of her shit, oh, yeah. You gonna pack that shit up in the middle of the night and leave it on the porch. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yeah, that's how you do. You can't sit back and be like, give me my shit. You know what I mean? You like, yo, I'm gonna come get you tomorrow. And, no, see, you don't wanna lie. You don't wanna lie. I know you don't wanna lie. So it's like, if she asks, oh, what about my shit? I want my shit. You be like, I'ma get you your shit. Just give me a moment. And then hang up. Because in that way, she can't be like, how long is our moment? And all that kind of shit. And then you just take the battery out your phone. Yeah. Take the battery out your phone. And then all of a sudden you be like, man, yo, look. Right after I got off the phone with you, man, I turned my phone over on the back. And you know, next thing you know, that motherfucker wasn't working. Hey, you didn't lie. You had to turn your phone over to the back. Now, you took the battery out, you know what I mean? But the motherfucker wasn't working. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't working after that. So you didn't lie. Yeah, you didn't lie. So, boom. Anyway, yeah, you can't lie. You can't lie. Not in situations when you're dealing with somebody that you think is crazy. Well, you shouldn't lie, period. But, you know, to save yourself from some drama, yeah, you gotta use some tact, and, you know, you gotta use some strategery. Fucking Bush. You gotta use some strategery. Anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. You have a good day, you have a good night, you have a good morning. Peace.
I don't get it, baby. You tell me to listen and to understand where you're coming from. But sorry, girl, I can't fit in your shoes. No, I'm not the best at